Hi, I'm Adriana Oakgate. I know in my last video I said I was Andrea Oakgate, but I was sick in a different world. But we're gonna just go on with my day. It's quite early in the morning, so excuse my very tired voice. So then I went straight over to the Fort Pinta Cafe to grab a quick breakfast, and then I headed down to the bus stop to take the bus over to Moreland Show Stables. The first thing I did when I got to Moreland Show Stables was talk to Jenna so I could understand what the day plan was, because, well, it was that early. Me and her were the only two people there. So I headed into the barn, grabbed Opie's food and water bucket, and filled it up with some food and some water. So then I filled his hay net thingy, I forgot what it's called, up with the hay, and poured the water into his water. So when I found out there was some halters and bridles that needed fixed, I grabbed them off the wall and just sat on the floor to fix them. So I put Opie's halter on, and then I hopped on his back and took him outside to tack up. So I put on a jacket because it was quite chilly, and then strapped on my helmet. So then I put on his new light green saddle pad that I got from the mall, his Fort Pinta saddle, and then I just tightened his girth on the other side. And then we hopped on and we were off. So here's just a little clip of us doing our walk, trot, and canter, or our warm-up if you want to say. But I found he was doing great, but when I was doing switches, he didn't do it immediately. So when I would do it again to tell him that we were gonna switch, he'd stop because of the way that I gave it to him. It's just my fault because I didn't realize that he was trying to do it. He's just, at that time, he's a horse that's doesn't move quickly. He takes his time, which isn't great for showing and things, but it's something we can work on. So he did great otherwise. So when we got out to Nelmer's Highland, we were gonna do some trotting over jumps, but Opie just didn't feel like it because he refused a couple times, just then. And so I just booted him up into a canter, and then we jumped from there, and then we went up to a gallop-ish, as my friends call it. I can never remember what it's actually called, but we just jumped for a little bit, and then I set up a sort of course so that we could work on and getting prepared for the show that I entered in. Here's just a little GoPro shot of us walking down to the pasture. So then I told Jenna that I was going to be back to teach her a lesson after I went on my lunch break. And I got my lunch at the Golden Saddle. I'm going to warn you now, but her horse does end up spooking. So if you don't like that, I skip ahead a little bit. But he spooked because a bird flew down beside him and just barely touched him. And he's one of our lesson horses, so it's something we're probably going to have to look into a little bit, because we don't want him spooking at little tiny things just because that happened. But and she was also very scared, so we just called off the lesson at that point because she didn't want to go any further. So at this point, I told her just to get off of him, back off, and leave him in there just to calm himself down. Because we always find it, when he spooks like that, he gets really mad if we try and interfere. So we just let him calm down, and then he decided to run around a little bit. So I just talked to her about what you should do when that happens. I just told her to stay calm, because if he feels like you're scared, or he'll get scared, and it's just gonna make a whole circle of bad things. But he eventually stepped up to the fence and calmed down. Then I went to go get Opie from the pasture because I was going to take him on a trail ride just to warm down, because he was a little antsy in the field and he was playing with his pasture pal a little rough, so I took him out to exercise him a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! Wait, why was this my downloads?